Hello everyone, my name is Jasmo, and today we're gonna be doing some more watercolor penciling things. It is still Pride Month. It's the second to last day of Pride Month. And I did try to rush. I thought today was Friday. Awful me. Anyways, I'm gonna be these are the things that we've done. This wasn't for Pride Month, but these lovely things were, including this, representing different thingamajigs. But I would like to make kind of a remake of this, but in rainbow colors. So that's what I'm gonna be doing today. I'm gonna pop that up there, get a fresh sheet of paper, and it's freehand drawing time. Oh, I do want to show this rainbow squid. This is the very first watercolor piece of Pride Month. And hopefully we'll finish out with something just as good looking. Hopefully. I'm hoping. There is the hope. I'm using watercolor pencils, and they are the Prismacolor watercolor pencil set. I've got a little thing of water, and I use acrylic paintbrushes to actually apply the water, not watercolor brushes, mainly because these have a lot more control with the water. And it doesn't spread everywhere. Plus, it is how I learned to do the watercolor pencil thing. There we go. Also a paper towel that I'm gonna reuse because that's all I have right now. And of course, all of our rainbowy colors are kind of stashed off to the side. Now, I almost wish I had a tilted surface to draw on. Because I do want to follow the same flowiness as I see all the paint splatters on my wall. Anyways, the same old flowiness. And try not to be too nervous about it. I'm a nervous drawer, much like people are nervous speakers. Speaking in public is like a death sentence. And so is drawing, apparently. Might have it go over this way this time and start from down here. Yeah, I'm wondering if I should... I'm thinking of drawing in the flowers first or second. Depends on who wants to be in front. The leaves or the petals. Leaves or petals. In the last one, the leaves were in front, but I wouldn't mind if they were actually kind of in the back, or they wrap to the back. Okay. This is... Actually, do I have a little piece of scrap paper? Because I would love to thumbnail this. Actually, I do. And then it falls on the floor. How dare you? Scrap paper. Scrap paper because I have tests. So let's plan this out. That's one reason why I'm a nervous drawer, is I just jump right into it instead of planning. So that's not curvy enough. I kind of want things to curve a lot. I like curvy things. That's a little too much. And then kind of wanted a couple, at least. A couple here and there. And so like this would be... And this flower is not a real flower, at least not that I know of. It's just gonna... They're just gonna be imaginary flowers. Kind of. That's a really bad stick drawing, so we'll try again. Let me corner off a thing here. I'm not even sure we can see. We can see on the camera what's going on, because I kind of shifted my desk around, which means I shifted my camera around. I want you to go that way. And even if it's just a bud, possibly just a bud. Do those have 5? They have 5 on them. Okay. And then leaf, probably little leaves down here. And then maybe a larger bud over here. Yeah? Kind of. Kinda, almost. Ooh, the focus. The focus is real. And that's a bad lag. Oh my god, my camera, why? I don't know. And I have no idea when it'll clear up. I'll know like 30 seconds after the fact if it clears up. So, and then I probably mucked it up anyways. Okay. Let me just, let's do another one up here so we can kind of get the placement. I would like a bud here, and a flower here, and a flower kind of over here, and a bud. This one's kind of in the middle. Or just 3. 3 is fine. But I want these suckers to curve a whole bunch. Possibly more than that. Okay. And then the plant, the imaginary plant, or at least the thing that I am using for reference, has very long, kind of grass blade-like leaves. So we can wrap that around. And mirror some of the thingamajigs. And then have smaller leaves. I like that. Okay, I'm using a very light gray colored pencil to sketch this out too, because when you put water to it, the gray pretty much just disappears with everybody else. Because you can blend it in, because it is a watercolor pencil, it's not graphite or anything. And it helps to have a sharp pencil. So I like this one. Yeah. We'll do this. Hang on. Okay. Might try to make this more interesting. I don't know. That looks really, really weird and bad. Awful and bad composition. Yoink. Or just a new sheet of paper. The sides are different. The sides are different. So, that'll become a scrap piece. That will become a scrap piece. Let's... this is where the nervousness comes in. Put the bud in first. There's a bud. Can you put this, oh god, this flower down here. I don't even know how you did that other one. Doing things. Six petals apparently instead of 5, which is fine. If I need to make them longer, we can make them longer. I need to put a bulb housing in there for them. Let me reset somebody here. Because it seems to just not want to work for me. Oh, Jesus. Alright. Don't mind the Kindle. There we go. There we go, never mind. Just let that load and do its thing. We'll have things going off the canvas everywhere. Everywhere, everywhere. They're like spider plants. Not a real plant, by the way. They just have really long limbs. Yeah, that's totally fine if that comes down over this way. Sharpen this again. Try not to break the lead. this guy needs. There's love in there. Somewhere. We'll make that cross path, sure, why not? Okay, everyone kind of has a choice of where they want to go. Chris, hello, good afternoon. How are you doing today? I feel like this should be a lot bigger. Yeah, kind of, almost, I do regret the petals. They should be bigger. Oh well. Oh well. I think I need to turn my own headphone music down so I actually hear my own thoughts. There we go. Much better. Okay. Oh, that's fine, Chris. I know you've been real busy. Oh, like, really busy. These dudes. Those are what we need. Oh yeah, my pleasure. My pleasure. Because I actually figured a lot of people might be in the same boat that I was in last week. And I know, when we first started actually talking, you were like, you really gotta promote yourself, you gotta put yourself out there, and I was like, but I'm a hermit, you really do have to get over that fact. Introverted a lot. Gotta really come out of that shell, but yeah. I don't want to force people out of the shell, but just to encourage slowly. To at least know that they're in a shell, and they should probably try to crack it open a little bit if they want streaming to become something for them. I hope so. The leaderboard sounds really interesting. It's definitely a motivator rather than people trying to find their own motivation. This gives them an outside thing to strive for as well, which is really nice. yeah, figuring out your medium, well, and also be comfortable with who you are, or at least who you're going to be when you're streaming too. That also helps, because some people are like, this is me. I'm not gonna talk. I don't have a microphone. Kind of snarky. People sure. There aren't many people like that though. No, there's not. It will be fun to see people's rankings. And some people are very competitive, so that will give them an extra super drive. Oh, I went offline. I did go offline. Okay. YouTube. YouTube's being a butt. Who's being a butt? Everyone's being a butt. Says I'm still going. Going. Says I'm still going. Huh. Jeez Louise. The hiccups. The hiccups. Haven't had one for a while. Haven't had an awful hiccup for quite some time. Oh, here's my color palette thingamajig. It's very bright. Wish I had like a darker version of all of these. Yes, leaderboards. I'm kind of looking forward to them, mainly to see who turns out to be super competitive. Because you never know. I was thinking of leaving black out of this one, just because it would be too harsh. Yeah. Hang on. I think I left myself on Watch Me Work, so I won't ever hear it ding again. I did. Gotta click off that. Yeah. There we go. There we go. Oof. I want to go in here. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. There we go. Joe M, hello again. How are you doing today? And thank you for stopping by. I'm a bit out of focus. Yeah, I've got the autofocus on my camera. And that'll probably really foobar it. I'm doing pretty okay today. Just coloring. Watercolor pencil. There you go. Hopefully it'll come back into focus when I'm drawing. There we go. Okay. Let's start. I want to start with this top dude. Upside down we go. Also make it a little bit larger. Okay. Ah, lazy days are good days. Sure, that'll do. That'll do just fine. Alright, Chris, thanks for stopping by. I really appreciate it. Good to see you again and know you're alive and know that it's not just a MailChimp robot sending me emails. I'm just gonna be focus mode unless something is said, so. Lurkers, have a good lurk. We'll be here just coloring, listening to some good old music. super intense music for a not super intense subject matter. Gotta love it. Should cheer up in a few songs. 2 buds and 1 more flower. The question is, how do I want the buds to be? Because technically they would just be... Oh no, they wouldn't be. They wouldn't be solid purple. They would still have a blue interior, I believe. For this imaginary made-up flower. Sure, why not? I need to stop using purple and blue and start using other colors I don't use very often. Yep, it is asymmetrical. That is okay, and move paper closer to hand, that might help. Pencil gently before using it. Pencils like to be... No, they don't. Pencils don't like to be tossed. You'll break the lead inside. They're slippery, though. Slippery little buggers. I really, really like this purple and this blue combination. I just wish this purple was quite a bit darker, a few shades darker. Onto bottom flower. There we go. This guy's got big petals. Big old petals. Which I'm going to draw in first. There we go. Ah, jump, yeah. These colors are great together. Almost an electric blue and purple. There we go. There we go. Trying to have a nice, steady hand rather than hairy lines. I like to use hairy lines because it makes me feel like my hand has stability and balance when really it doesn't. If you go nice and slow, shaky hands don't matter. It's getting just a little toasty in here. Just a little bit, so sweater. Oh, sweater comes off. There we go. Oh. It was all nice and chilly this morning, so I got in my pajama pants and fluffy socks and a sweater, and now it's like way too warm, and it's also my break time, so I'm gonna get up, stretch, all that good stuff. If you've been watching for a long time, I encourage you to do the same, get that blood flowing, and I will meet you back here in about 3 minutes. Alright, and we come back to good music. Nice. Oh, come here, little headphone cord. There we go, there we go. This took me longer than I thought it would. Oh, than if. No, words, I can speak. This took longer than I thought it would, but that's mainly because we did some planning in the beginning, which I need to work on doing consistently. And have good posture. It's just all the things. Okay, purple, come here. There we go. There we go. Alright. We got our blue and our purple. Those were the only two buds, I think. Yeah, there's no other flower buds, so technically we're done and with those two colors until we're not. So we have red, orange, yellow, and green. Red, orange, yellow, and green. Where Where should the yellow go? For plants, yellow is usually not a great color unless it is a plant that naturally has yellow in it. Not many do in their leaves. A lot do in their petals, but not their leaves. But there's some really gorgeous, like, fire bushes that are super bright yellow. Absolutely gorgeous in springtime. But where would the yellow go? Because I was thinking of having, actually, the red, the purple... Come here, you. Yeah, we could do that. We could do that. Is have red, orange, yellow, green for the leaves and the stems. I do believe so. Okay. We have a plan. We have a plan. Good. And my coffee's in view. Not good. I use red quite a lot too. Dang. I don't use a lot of green. And green's like probably my... It's not my favorite family of colors. Blue is really my favorite family of colors. But I'm surprised I haven't used it more. Alright, the question is how far? So we can do red, red, orange, yellow, green-ish. Kind of... Well, we'll see. It's going to be on a leaf-by-leaf basis here. I do know red's going to go up here. Red's going to go up here as I stick my entire arm across this. Watercolor pencils are not like normal colored pencils where you can do that. You can, you just might accidentally smudge, because any liquid or oils from your hands will help this medium move. So you can smudge it with just your hands or your arm, kind of, you know, like graphite, except worse. Pretty strong, so we don't need a lot of it. Okay. And yeah, you're gonna go in front. You're gonna go in front. Oh, this might be a little difficult. Any tips for watercolor pencils? Yes. Have lots of scrap paper. It doesn't have to be like little strips like this, but have lots of scrap paper and test out your colors first, not only to see what color they are, but how far they can spread. If you want to mix them, try mixing them. I've got a lot of these, and a lot of these, just everywhere. And every time I do a new piece, I do a new test. Just about every single time. So I would experiment and not try to make a piece from start to finish. Just immediately. Don't just grab your pencils and start going for it. But test them out, and then plan your drawing. I did some sketches first to kind of plan the shapes, and then I sketched it out in light gray watercolor pencil, yeah. And sketching also helps too. Use the lightest gray in your color pencil repertoire to lightly sketch out your image. Because any colors you put on top of the gray will blend out the gray when you put water to it. Which I find very, very handy. It is very handy, is experimenting, testing, and then sketching in gray. These could probably actually go a little farther. Like, my red's a super powerful red. It can eat just about any other color that I put it over. But yellow and green, they're kind of a weaker, more transparent color, so they don't cover too well. Even the gray, they don't cover it too well, but they still cover it. And the grays blend out to almost nothing. Like, if you blend them too much with water, they turn pretty much invisible, or almost like a wash. Yeah. There's that little dude. Yeah, and since I know my red is more powerful, I don't have to color with it as heavily to get a nice opaque, if I want opaque, thing. Shading, there you go. And if you do rainbows like this, it doesn't hurt to overlap your colors a little bit where they meet, so they can blend into each other more naturally. I have all the tips. And I would blend them both ways too, so I put a little bit of orange over the yellow, and then yellow over the orange, and red over the orange, but also orange over the red. The yellow's gonna go into the green, and then the green's gonna go over the yellow. I'm gonna put a little bit more yellow over the green. There. And that's how everything else is gonna look. Possibly. The leaves, the actual leaves of this plant may not. I do like ending in green though. Oh, thank you, Joanne. I don't mind sharing tips and advice for things that I know about. I like teaching and I love learning. And I'm glad I can put some color into your day. There we go. You're gonna be behind. Alright. There we go. Let's do the Wolverine method here. Possibly. Switch. 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 There. Alright, there's that. Got two dudes. Two dudes, come here. Sharpen, not sharpen. Oh, you're real mocked up. That would be a not sharpen. Okay, don't jab myself in the face. Did I do that over here? I did not. Let's define a line for that. There we go. There we go. Try, there we go. Try not to stick my hand on that, and then fail miserably at it. There we go. Probably all longer that will be. Is a leaf. Okay, that is a leaf. Got all sorts of green down here. I think this one's behind everybody else. Yeah? Yeah. What is this looking like? I have no idea. It'll look very different when water gets put to it, that's for sure. That is for sure. Okay. There we go. Just a little thing, right? This one's gonna get one in every little nook. What should I do for little stamen things? Oh, that's a good question. So on the previous piece we did that's kind of like these, we did little tiny stamen dudes, and they were really dark brown but turned out looking black. I'm not sure what color to make them on this particular piece, because I have left out black, even though I think it was originally added to the Pride flag this year. I think. So I could still do that. Yeah, and tomorrow's the last day of Pride Month, which it probably means that I won't do a rainbow piece until next year, unless the mood strikes me. I've never made rainbow stuff before, and now I've never made this much rainbow stuff before. It's a crazy amount. Although I really like the bracelets that turned out in the rainbow colors. Those were really neat. How far? I guess the leaf's gonna go behind you. Oh dear. I crossed all my lines. I didn't put anything really in front or behind. That's okay. There we go. Make sure that's defined. Just like this needs to be defined. That probably needs a little definition there. Oh, don't throw the pencil. Now we have leaves. Really, we only have 1, 2, 3, like 4-ish, 5-ish leaves. The question is, what color? What colors do we make them? You could make them inverse, have them be red at the bottom and green at the tip. To that dude, there's that dude, and this dude. So there's really three big leaves, and then just a tiny little stump down here. Where's my... Well, I know what the colors look like. Look like. Yellow's really not going to cross the paths. Red, orange, yellow. Yeah. Yellow's not going to cross. That's not going to cross. If you go red, orange, yellow's really not going to cross. It might a little bit. It might just a little. It's okay if it does. The other question is, can I fit all 4 colors on this little tiny stump dude down here? I'm pretty sure I can. We can do that. For science, after we sharpen everything. Yeah. Should probably get a slightly better pencil sharpener than this thing you give to 2nd graders. Because it might be... Ooh, yeah. How long I've had it. Okay. Hopefully this will focus. Your pencil lead should not look like that after going through a pencil sharpener. I mean, it's a little ridiculous. Just a little. And I'm hoping that focuses. It's going to take a little while for the video to catch up to tell me if that actually did focus. Because I'm watching the YouTube video and it's like extra behind. Yeah, it focused. Yay. Good. Darn pencil sharpener choosing my pencils. Oh, I was gonna start with green. Green on the tip here. back to the Wolverine method of holding my pencils so I know what order they're in. There. And not jab myself in the face. Very carefully not jab myself in the face. Also doesn't hurt to have a paper towel, a dry paper towel under your hand if your hand is going to be resting on your piece, on your drawing. There we go. It'll work. It will work. Just gonna bring that line up on everybody. As I can. Okay. Let's go with the next shortest leaf, which is right here. Oh, I said yellow wasn't gonna cross, and it did. That's alright. Not a problem. If you do end up holding your pencils in one hand like this, be very, very careful not to stab yourself. Be aware. Oh, a really large green tip on that. There we go. Just want a sharp point, please. Don't chew it up. Thank you. There we go. There we go. Okay. A little bit longer. There we go. I'm not smart over here. That's okay. That's easily fixed, thankfully. Okay. I missed a line. I totally thought that this red, or that line, was where it was. And I forgot that I messed it up when I was drawing it. Easy fix. There we go. And you continue there, and kind of like that. There. Oh, no, come back here. They like to run away from time to time. Grab some coffee. Oh, there we go. Then we have one big old leaf that is left. Scooch that off there. Okay. Dear me. Okay. Kind of. About that. Kind of and about that. There. Come here. Come here, come here, come here. This one, as I break the lid, there we go, comes down like so. Okay. More or less, I did foobar right there. It's supposed to follow the inside line, not the outside line, but that's okay. That's okay. Trying to fix that. And then double fix it with water. Might take a little bit of repairing, but I'll probably do it. And joy, oh joy, all the color is down. Do we want to blend anything else? I like blending the orange into the red quite a bit. Okay. That's pretty much it. We'll do a pass over with water, see how things look. If things need touching up, we'll touch them up. Just got a little Tupperware water. It's in a Tupperware because I'm clumsy. There we go. And tend to knock things over all the time. So there's that. And we've got acrylic brushes. These brushes are meant for acrylic paints. They are round brushes, which means they're very narrow, kind of pole-like, and I have a small, medium, and large. And the reason why I use them is because they offer a lot more control with the water, rather than using watercolor brushes, which get gobs of water in them. They basically have a reservoir of water in them. And at least for these very thin, skinny pieces with watercolor pencils, you don't need a lot of water. Don't. A little water can go a very long ways. There's that red. Likes to take over. There. One little tiny toucan leaf thing. Thingamajig. I just wanted to do that little dude because I'd probably forget him. I'd do everything else and then there would be this one little tiny leaf. Let's see, make sure it's not all dry. Okay, we'll be very, very careful. I kind of want to do one of these buds, and I'm leaning towards this one even though it's in the middle of the entire piece. We'll be using the smallest of brushes. But it's going to be pretty decently loaded with water. A mistake. Oh my god. My bad. I just dropped a whole bunch of purple in the middle of that blue. Pigment on these on purpose, like a lot of purple on purpose, and that was to see if I could drag in some details, because there's so much pigment it kind of clumps up. It doesn't clump up, it just turns into a really thick paste if you add a tiny bit of water to it. And you can end up lifting off a lot of that pigment and using it to put in very subtle striations. It's a little too subtle. I'd probably go back in with a pencil to actually put them in. They're there. I need to stop touching it. Also gotta learn when to stop touching it, which is sooner rather than later, most of the time. So let's start from the center and work outwards, yeah? Get all this lovely blue going. And then push it into the purple. You'll probably need to go back for water. And then if I'm going to touch the blue again, I'm going to thoroughly wash my brush first, and then touch the blue and drag it into the purple. And flip the brush around. I like to go for rides sometimes. This isn't really doing anything, I'm just trying. I'm trying to do something, and it's not working. It's not agreeing with it. Which is fine. Which is totally fine. It doesn't have to work. It can work if it wants to, but it doesn't have to. That's a little too much. There we go. Buds are done. Kind of want to work from the bottom up, but I'm not sure if I should because I'm right-handed and I don't want to move this way. I want to move this way to keep my hand out of as much of this as possible when it gets wet. Even though after you get a watercolor pencil wet, you really can't re-wet it and move it again at all. It's stuck. It stays there. It's done. It's done until you put more color over it. So, yeah. What now? Where to now? Let's go over here. Bristles, jerk. They weren't all glued together for me. I'm trying to find a place. Don't mind mixing green and yellow right there. Kind of want to. But we do mind mixing purple and yellow, so we have to be mindful. Please be mindful. Put a lot of yellow down, which is kind of good. There we go. Yeah, I can't even imagine using a watercolor brush on this. It would be really, really scary. Oh my. My. because a watercolor brush would probably be the width of one of these stems, and you would just have to take your brush and just go all the way up and hope for the best. Oh man. Unless you had a really tiny watercolor brush. Yeah, these acrylic brushes are a lifesaver for this medium. For sure. Oh man, that red is just powerful. Dang. Woo dang. Definitely gonna wash brush in between touching that. There we go. H-Taz, hello! How are you doing? There we go. Oh, thank you. Thank you, thank you. I think, yeah, never mind. I won't mention that. I won't mention that at all. We're just having a nice relaxing time here with some rainbowy flowers. This might have been the wrong green. Oh well. I'm betting right now that it is. That's okay. Does not matter. There we go. That's a lot of orange pigment, Jesus. I'm trying to really layer it on. And then foobar. It's okay. Now the fun part. Red. All the red. What is this even looking like? Jesus, I have no idea. It's looking like rainbows. That's pretty much what it's looking like so far. I guess. That was the whole point, so that's good. We're headed in the right direction. Oh, don't touch, don't touch, don't touch. Thank you. Gotta speak to it to make sure it knows its boundaries. There we go. Carefully. we go. Nice. One of these days I will get comfortable with doing things other than this spidery leg flower plant. And actually do cool effects with the colors and whatnot. But for now... This is huge. Oh dear. Oh god. Oh god, that's a lot of red. Right now we're gonna panic about all of this red. It's just... oh, so much. So much. To blend you just a little bit more there. There we go. Possibly. That seems good. That seems good. Oh dear. Oh man. Okay, no crisis yet. That's why I didn't put a lot of red right here. Even though I should have. There's a lot of red right here. Maybe we can pick some of that up. Nope. Nope. Just stop touching it. Stop touching. It's a lot of water. Damn. This is why we use the smallest acrylic brush. Actually, no, this would hide all of it. Okay. Yep, that's in the right. It's in the right. There we go. Jeebus. Now we just have to go backwards. Ooh, scary. Very scary. Let's do this little tiny center guy. Because why not? Oh, that startled the crap out of me. Okay, a piece of paper dropped. Okay. The last thing you need is to get startled and jump and drag your brush all over. Have a nice check mark somewhere. Drag the orange into the red. Possibly. Oh no, don't foobar. Don't you dare foobar, you little booger. Oh man. It's alright. It's mostly alright. Why does that seem gray right there? Oh, oh, because gray colored pencil, duh. Alright. Oh my... Yes. Talking to your paintings is wonderful. It can help keep your sanity sometimes. It really can. Yeah. Yeah, I think we all talk to our artwork too, definitely. Maybe not out loud all the time unless you're a streamer. Oh, get off there. There we go. Oh, I can't wait to do one of these flowers. Okay, you next. Coffee scooch. Finger there, right there. Okay. I thought I was gonna try and do some really cool shading, but nah. Nah, that would take way more effort. Way more effort. And concentration and planning, rather than just doing kind of flat colors blending into each other. I will save that for different pieces. I mainly forgot just how strong this red is. My god. It just consumes the world. Like it's nothing. The black is the same way. From what I've found with these particular pencils is the red and the black just swallow everything. Which could be a good or a bad thing depending on what you're working on. Best transition. It just made it worse. No. Yeah, it's fine. Don't blend with the red, I swear. Oh, okay. That's my break time. Break time, I'm gonna get up, walk around, oof. All that good stuff. If you've been watching for a long while, I encourage you to do the same, and I'll meet you back here in about 3 minutes. Alright, where'd my music go? There it is. Nothing like smashing the volume control on the headset. There we go. Oh, chords. Chair. Nothing wants to cooperate. Oh, there we go. And that is loud. There we go. Okay. All I have to do is put water to 2 more stems and these 2 big flowers, and we'll be done. 2 more stems? Yeah, just the... Yeah, nice. Okay. Almost done. Very carefully going to touch that red. That squeezed in there. There we go. Acrylic brushes for the win. So much control. So much control. Okay. I'm gonna leave that there for now. And come down here to Greenland. Push the yellow into the green. I'll be very careful about it this time. Just try to be. There we go. Push yellow into orange. Because I didn't put a very large yellow swath right here. Should do. There. There's that guy. Question is, do I do the flower, or do I do the other stem and leave the flowers for last? I'm dying to see what this looks like. Just a little bit to see what this looks like. Okay. Sure, why not? We'll go for it. Start in the blue so we don't drown the blue with the purple, because the purple can definitely drown the blue. I found that out earlier. As long as we get a nice good solid base of that blue, we're good. Okay. And then we extend out. Okay, very carefully, come here. If you put a lot of color down, a lot of pigment, a lot of pencil, you can very easily lift that up again when you put water to it, if you're not careful. So if you color in a spot really, really dark, you need to be very careful how you put water to it. Because you could end up lifting up most of that pigment, leaving you with a much lighter spot that you don't want. Unless you do want it. And you wanted just a light wash of that color instead. Good posture. It actually also matters which way you push, because you can move the pigment to get a dark line. So if you push from the center to the edge, you'll get a dark edge. If you try to start at the edge and move inwards, you'll get a dark line on the inside, or the center of the area that you're painting. Which I forgot over here, which is why I have a dark line on the blue right there, instead of the dark line out on the purple, where I would like it to be. There we go. There we go. I'll stop touching that. And probably that. Just a little lighter. There we go. Each petal's gonna be a little bit better than the last one. Isn't a bad thing. No one will really know unless they are looking. Specifically looking for it, but only you will see 99% of your mistakes. Other people won't even see any, unless you point them out to them. That's okay. No one will know. I also find acrylic brushes give you a little bit more wiggle room for blending. If you don't use a ton of water to start with, you can have a little bit of wiggle room to help blend things. Because you'll leave a little pile of pigment lined up somewhere where you can grab the color from it again. Actually loving the in-between color that happens when you blend this particular blue and purple. It's really neat. Very subtle. If you blend it, if you blend it well, that is. These were not blended These two buds were not blended that well. And neither was this petal. It looks entirely different. Just straight up different. Yeah, that won't blend again. This probably won't blend again. And that's okay. You can always, like, let it dry, put more pencil on, and then blend it on top. Which would probably be a really good way to actually make a piece. You know, do your sketch, lay down your colors, then put your water down, let it dry, and then lay down more color on top of it, paint it, let that dry, see how it goes. Probably try that. Except, I think in July I'm going to be doing acrylic paintings of actual flowers. Well, sort of. My Madre has commissioned me to do 2 giant triptychs of flowers. Triptychs are just, it's 3 paintings that depict related subject matter or unrelated, but it's a pair of 3 paintings. And she wants some really bright orange red poppies and on huge canvases, massive canvases, and then she wants another set of 3 with something like these blue flowers on them. So she wants something very nice, bright, and fiery, I suppose, and then she wants something a little more calming, a little more soothing. So I'm gonna practice, because I've got a bunch of canvas boards, long skinny canvas boards, that I've had for a couple of years now. I don't hoard at all. Yeah. And I did go out and buy the primary colors of acrylic paint specifically to practice. I'm not sure if the final product is going to be in acrylic. It probably will be, since oil paints are stupidly expensive. Yeah, my mom is my biggest employer. She really is, and her excuse is like, I want to support local artists, and I'm like, go support other local artists. It's like, I'm not the only one. Really, truly. And she actually does support other local artists. We have this thing called Art in the Park that happens once a year, and there's a massive park downtown where people can, you know, sign up for a booth and basically sell their wares. But it's like one of those hoity-toity ones, though, where the booths are really expensive, so everyone has to mark up the prices of their inventory a whole bunch. And what would usually be half the price is sold there. Which is both good and bad, because people do sell stuff there. We've bought a couple of pieces. We have 3 copper pieces that have a whale, a jellyfish, and a seahorse in our hallway. Where the guy basically does a very shallow base relief of the animals. Not super, like, they're pretty realistic, but they're not like 100% realistic. But then he also paints over them. So he has copper plates with an embossment of, like, a seahorse, and then he'll paint a design on the seahorse and give it eyes and whatnot. They're really cool. And I had been looking for aquatic decorations and to support local artists as well. So I think we did that like 2 years ago. And my husband's dad paints. Oh my god. Amazingly well. And of course he thinks his work is crap, as most artists do, but you know Bob Ross? How Bob Ross paints? That's how he paints, except he's gotten better. He's gotten better than Bob Ross. And now he's starting to dip his hands into photography, and he's got some amazing shots. You can find him on fineartamerica.com under, I think, C. Steele. Yeah. He's got enough pieces of work posted up there that you can see when he picked up painting again up until this point, he's progressed quite a bit. And let me tap my camera there. There we go. And I eventually want to get into oil painting again, too. I've practiced a little bit, but that was like years ago. Years and years ago. Yeah. But I have like basically a whole Bob Ross setup. The easel, I've got canvases, I've got the really old paints that I don't know if they're good anymore, I've got the brushes, and I had wholly intended to start using them and practicing them, and then real life came and slapped me in the face. So I put it on hold. That and, you know, oil painting is really daunting and you don't want to waste your canvas or your materials, but you need to in order to practice, so you kind of gotta. I mean, just a whole thing. And last year, I think I was gonna do like either the entire season of fall or winter doing Bob Ross, but I ended up taking a hiatus because we moved. And we moved and then kind of got settled in the house, and I just wanted to get into the routine of streaming again because my office wasn't totally set up. And then, bam, life hit me in the face again and laid me up for a couple of months because of a surgery. I'm completely healed from it now. And then, pretty much, when I got back into the swing of things and started feeling really good again, it was Pride Month. I didn't know it was going to be a Pride Month, and I didn't know I was going to do the entire month of rainbowy things either, so that got put on hold. Again, the oil painting got put on hold. And then Mom comes along and literally sees this and goes, "Oh my god, can you do poppies?" Just like, sure. So oil painting on hold again. And I think I was going to take the entire month of July to practice, which really just means 4 Thursdays, because my mornings are filled with chores and working out and that sort of stuff, so I really only have the afternoon and only a few hours in the afternoon to do art and streaming. So, and then July and August I was actually going to paint the giant paintings, but I don't know if I'll be streaming that, because my table is a lot smaller than the canvases she would like. I'd have to, like, put them on the floor or something. Don't foobar on me. So I might take the entire season of fall to do Bob Ross paintings, because July, August, yeah, because I do seasons by like the actual equinoxes and solstices instead of by trying to month it and figure out what season is that way. So fall for me actually lasts until December 21st. When the winter solstice is. So that's quite a long time for whenever the fall equinox comes around. I'll have to look at my thingy. I was actually making a schedule, a month-by-month schedule on Trello of like the projects I'd like to do in like all the different mediums, not just in painting. So, oh no, the winter, or no, the fall is actually going to be more acrylic paintings, and they're going to be Metroid, as in like Samus and Metroid Prime, because I want to make game art to hang up at home. And I was going to make a series of the Samus balls of her little spheres from one of the particular games. as well as a few other paintings. Because I really adored the colors they used in the game. Yeah. So okay, so I do have that planned. So maybe next spring I'll be doing Bob Ross paintings, oil paintings. And I still need to look up if oil paints are good after staying in their tubes for a decade. Because it's been almost that long since I got them. And I've only used them a handful of times. I think in oil paints, the oil separates from the pigment, and I think you can massage it back in. I'm hoping you can. Really hoping that a person can do that. Ahaha! Yes, all the projects. The Samus ones are going to be interesting because I do want to do the pixel style, so there's going to be a lot of straight lines and tape and measuring and rulers and stuff. Because I've done a pixel painting. I've done a few pixel paintings, actually. I've done a Mario painting. I've done a Mega Man one, or 2 Mega Man ones that are hanging up here in the house. They're all in the same room because we have a quote-unquote game room, which is really just the front bedroom. There we go. Oh my, I heard that. I heard that, but I can't see it. Oh dear, who was that? I'll have to find out when my email goes off, I guess. But thank you for the follow, whoever that was. Hello and welcome. My name is Jasmine. I greatly appreciate it. Actually, I might be able to look. Or not. That's okay. Any questions, feel free to ask, or if you're already viewing me, thanks for hanging out. So I think H-Tez, you're having a problem chatting in some people's chats? And one of them might have been mine, because I have my Twitch chat set to follower mode only. But it's set at like 0 minutes, so as soon as you follow, you should be able to chat. There we go. Oh my god. It's a little electric? Kind of electric? That blue is really bright. Hard on that dude over there. He's gonna need some loving. it's a rainbow. Did that finally come through? Jaeger Schmidt won! Oh my god! Deformed Ogre, hello! Welcome, you two. Thank you for the follow. Much appreciated. I think you're the only two. Yep, okay, there it goes. Sorry, coffee. And my phone's about to die, so anyone watching on YouTube, good night. I won't be able to read chat from you guys. There we go. I think pretty much done. Yeah. Eventually I'll have to try adding backgrounds to these. We're missing our little stamen dudes, aren't we? For some reason they kind of complete a flower, and by stamen dudes I mean these little black dots. They don't even have lines connecting them to the flower on this one, but it seems to work pretty well. It's pretty effective. So the question is, what color? And the question is, should I fix that? And the answer is yes. Yes it is, yes. By fix, I mean just put a little bit, yeah. And I want it just a little bit right there too. I think that was about it though. Yeah? We need stamen. I'm half tempted to use black. But I never actually looked up to see if black was officially added to the pride flag. Maybe I should. Oh, let's do that. Let's do that. Need to stand up for a little bit. Anyways, there we go. And walk over to Mr. Computer. Okay. Let's see. There's this guy. And the current. That's that flag. That flag. Why are there two colors on that I do not recognize? So I already know about those. This gender Wikipedia, whatever, pride flag Wikipedia. It doesn't show up there, but it is right. Meow. Redesigned, recognize. Yeah. Let's read this. Let's read this. Okay. This was June 13th of this year. I'm reading a news article while you guys stare at my lovely, lovely flower there. Set of flowers. That actually looks pretty weird on screen. Huh. Anyways. Okay. Okay. Pride flag with the additional black and brown stripes above the rest of the rainbow. Okay. The stripes, okay. So, why the two different colors? Okay. Okay, so the two new colors are to recognize non-white LGBT communities of the broader Pride movement. Okay. Brown and black were added. I did not know that. Okay. Cool. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, or 1, 2, 3, 4, 8 colors now. Nice. Okay. So brown and or black can do that. We can do that. Yeah. Oh my god! You guys have... Oh my god. I have not seen chat this entire time for Twitch. Holy crap. Now I feel like a monster and a huge asshole because none of those people are here anymore. Damn, dude. Last time I rely on that frickin' Kindle. Oh, man. Yeah, you're gonna get banned. And you're also gonna get banned. Damn, dude. I got those 2 people that followed me specifically to leave negative messages. Wow. That's alright. That's alright. Anyways, oh, the stamen. I was gonna say, I'm done. No, we have stamen. Jesus. F you, little Kindle. Can I refresh this junk? Wow. Well, the best the best remedy for trolls is definitely to ignore them. And apparently I'm just I'm losing everything everywhere. Who cares? Who cares? We're going black. Here we go. 1 little stamen. 2 little stamen. We can do a 3 little stamen. We're doing black. Be a little bit bigger. Yep. 1. I'm gonna put 1 right in the flower right there. Right in the flower right there. Where's my brown? Hand me my brown. Oh, it's so dark. It's hard to see, but we're gonna add in. Yeah, we just made a spot. We're gonna add in not that dark, well, base layer. We'll add in another one right there, and another one right there. Add in one right here. Make some visual tension and people uncomfortable. Another one right there. And let's put in one right there. And then let's grab a lighter brown. A lighter brown to stick over the top of those really dark ones. Because they look like they're black. Damn, man. Oof. F you, little Kindle. That's all I can think right now. But I'm also kind of glad that that Kindle did not work. 'Cause I don't know how long ago those folks were in here, but they were not positive people. So, good on the Kindle for unintentionally ignoring those peeps. And that's probably why H has went over to watch me work. Fun. Right now I don't even know if my watch me work chat is working. It's great. Technical difficulties everywhere. I really wish that when you ban someone on Twitch, they are removed from your followers list. The same with if someone hasn't watched you for 9 months, remove them from your follower list so you can have the most accurate count possible. But that's just me. I'm weird like that. Okay. Floaty Stamen did not really work that well, but they're there. These look like pepper plants. Not pepper plants, but these look spicy. Okay. Anyways, now I'm done. Totally done for the day. Tomorrow's Friday, and this time tomorrow is actually Friday. I will be writing a story of 2 ladies in an ancient Roman traveling circus. Because we already made all the outlines, we just have to start writing it, and that's what's going to be tomorrow. So, thank you everyone for watching. I greatly appreciate it. Joe M, thanks for hanging out with me, and H-Tez, thank you for lurking. Appreciate you guys so much. I can be found on Twitch at Jasmo Colors, on YouTube as Jasmo Steel, at Twitter at Jasmo Colors as well. I'm also on Patreon and Watch Me Work and a whole slew of other sites that you can find on my Twitch channel below my video on the profile thingamajig. Hurt. And yeah, thank you again for watching, and if you're new here and you would like to know when I go live, you can follow me on Twitch by hitting that follow button, and on Twitter, and I will catch you guys all next time.